I promise you I'm still working on the Death Stranding analysis, but in the meantime, here's a bit of news update that I think is worth sharing. So one of the most fun things about making Death Stranding theories is trying to figure out which actors Kojima might cast to play his new characters. Among the most popular theories is that Stefanie Joosten, who played Quiet in Metal Gear Solid 5, may be involved in the game. Rumors began when people found out that Stefanie Joosten had visited Guerrilla Games not long after Kojima finished his technology tour to search for Death Stranding's engine, with Guerrilla Games of course being the owners of the Desma game engine that Guerrilla and Kojima Productions are now co-developing. Speculation further escalated when Kojima unveiled a blurry photo of a female actor who shares a strong resemblance to Stefanie, and things escalated even further when Stefanie took a picture of herself standing next to a poster of Matt's. The most potentially damning bit though was during Dutch Comic-Con 2017. When she was asked by a fan if she's involved in Death Stranding, her response was that she can't comment on that. This gave many the impression that Stefanie may be under some kind of contractual obligation or NDA with Kojima Productions, possibly hinting at her potential involvement. However, turns out that all that theorizing might have been for naught. The following information comes from Spanish website Vandal, who recently had a chance to interview Stefanie Joosten. Among the questions that they asked her was if she was involved in the game, and her response can be translated as follows. I know there's a lot of speculation. My talent agency and I have had a very good relationship with Hideo Kojima. I know he likes to do teasers and those kinds of things. The speculation in part forms a little part of the world of the fans. It's been joked around with the Mads Mikkelsen poster, an update that was made on social media, but it's that I'm a big fan. Right now, I am not involved. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, despite what evidence seemed to suggest, turns out that Stefanie Joosten wasn't involved this whole time. Apparently, her doing things like taking a picture with a poster of Mads Mikkelsen was her way of expressing her fandom and of joking around and feeding into the speculation-driven aspect of the Kojima fanbase. This was all seemingly a bit of a friendly troll job on her end to get people talking. Granted, there's always the possibility that this is all Stefanie's way of misleading the audience. I feel like her explanation still doesn't account for the fact that at one point during the Mads Mikkelsen episode of HideoTube, Hideo Kojima wore this Stefanie Joosten branded hat just out of nowhere. And even if she's not involved now, who knows what will happen months down the line as Kojima continues to cast potential characters. At the very least, we do know for a fact that Kojima has cast a female actor to play a female protagonist, but there are very few hints as to who that might be. I think we're most likely looking at a Hollywood actor, especially with Kojima teasing this Lionsgate beanie while scanning this female individual into the game, but hard to say for sure at this point. You know, as much as I would have liked to see Stefanie work again with Kojima and flex her acting muscles even further with a speaking role, I'm also not against the idea of just working with a whole new cast. Now, obviously Kojima worked with Norman on Silent Hills, but that project went to shit with the whole Konami debacle. So I would argue that the two had yet to collaborate until Death Stranding. Technically, Norman and Kojima haven't worked on a project to completion yet. And then you have Mads Mikkelsen, who met Kojima just last year and was instantly sold on playing the game's antagonist. Now we'll have to wait until Kojima unveils some of the game's female characters, with E3 2018 looking like a safe bet for a full-blown reveal. Until then though, or until I start seeing more tangible hints of her involvement, I'm going to take Stefanie's word for it, and I'll have to move forward with the assumption that we can rule out Stefanie Joosten as a potential candidate for the mystery female character who Kojima scanned a few months back. Still keeping my eyes peeled though, Kojima putting on that hat has me thinking that there might be more than meets the eye. With that, I would like to end this news update. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you Death Stranding fans found this video informative, and if you enjoy my content, consider supporting me on Patreon to help this channel stay independent and self-sustained. And to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Yong Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Yong out!